Hi, this is Rich again, and I'm in between. I guess I'm past week 3. I'm into week 4, so somehow I missed out on week 3. But there really hasn't been. It's kind of like it's been working together the 2 weeks. There's been the progress I've met was been mostly with the bump I had up here. Let me start with that one first. If you recall, if you watched my week 2, I started to develop a bump that came to a head, and the doctor basically said, let's wait and look at it. And so I went back into him about a couple of days later, and he said he thought it was superficial, but if it wasn't superficial, he was going to have to do surgery to open me up and clean it out. If it was, infection was deep or something like that. But when he went to lance it, it turns out all the liquid that was in there was clear, so it wasn't infected. He called it a suture abscess, which, and when I think of an abscess, I think of something that's infected, like an abscess tooth or something like that. And it wasn't the case. He said it's really not the right proper description for it, but that's what they call them. And so he said, what we'll do is we'll keep you on the antibiotics. We'll keep an eye on it. It's draining. It was draining like a fire hydrant. I was changing shirts constantly. Bandages. They might take the bandage off. I had like 2 or 3 bandages on it. Some super absorbent stuff. I take the bandage off, and water would just pour out. So it was draining pretty good. And over time, it started to subside a little bit. I went back to him. Actually, today is in the week 4. Today's a Thursday. Week 4. My operation was 4 weeks ago on Tuesday. So I'm a little past the 4 week number. But anyhow, I went back Monday to see him, and the incision that he did was he called it a millimeter. I don't know how big that is, but anyhow, it was. He said it was millimeter, it was the incision, and it looked pretty good. It looked like it was clean. It didn't look like it was infected. Just keep watching it. I think that at that point the drainage was really starting to slow down. Today, Thursday, it hasn't been draining at all, which makes me really feel good. That first 4 weeks has been a real chore with aside from just the normal stuff that goes on with a rotator cuff surgery, but I had the sore throat from the intubation. That was, I don't know, the guy, I got a friend of mine who's an EMT guy, and he tells me the anesthesiologist screwed up when he put it in. Should have never hurt me. And I can't think of anybody else that had that problem either. But that's cleared up now too. That's no problems with that. I don't even feel it anymore. And this here is the other issue, and that's pretty much gone. I told my wife that we'll put a Band-Aid on it tonight and tomorrow, and because I'm going to go back to the physical, I got to go back to the physical therapy. I started that on Wednesday. I started that yesterday, and so I go back to see him again tomorrow, and I'll talk about that a little bit. But I want to keep a bandage on there because I know he's pushing me around a little bit. So yesterday I went to the physical therapist for the first time, and I expected to be doing some motion exercises, but that's not what he said we're going to do. We're stretching out your shoulder. We're stretching it out. So he did some pulling back on my shoulder, and he said that the next day I would feel, or that day later on that day I'd feel very sore. And sure enough, I guess my appointment was at 8 o'clock in the morning, or 8:30 in the morning. Went by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was hurting again. I took a couple Tylenols. The first time I take any kind of pain medication in I guess about a week. And of course that knocked it down, and today I feel great again. As far as my shoulder goes, the actual rotator cuff surgery, if I move my arm a certain way, I feel something, and I think it's more stiffness than anything at this point. One thing I do notice that under my arm where I get the pillow, I've developed a rash in the armpit area. I've been using the spray because somebody mentioned the spray, and I've been using that. But I noticed today that it's red, and so I didn't put anything. I didn't put any kind of somewhat. You know, it's irritating the skin. So, but aside from that, you know, I feel really good. I'm sleeping wise, it's still a struggle. I'm no longer in the chair. I just got to the point where I got to go to bed, and I'm actually, the bed is really comfortable when I first get in. I've been taking a sleeping aid to get me, you know, to kick off my sleeping, um, and that seems to be working okay. But you know, like for instance, night before last, I slept really well. I went to bed around 11 o'clock, and I slept until about 2, I think it was. Woke up, went to the bathroom, woke up around 3, and then I went to sleep until I think about 5:30, something like that, and I was up at that point. So I got a good 5-6 hours into sleeping. I've been taking a nap every day, which I guess kind of supplements that you know, that lack of sleep I've been getting. Last night I went to bed at I think it was 11:30. I woke up at 12:30. I woke up around quarter to 2, I think it was. 3:30, and then I slept until about 5:30, 5 o'clock. So I think if you add all that up, I'm probably getting somewhere around 4.5, 5 hours sleep. Took a little nap this afternoon. It wasn't long, maybe 20 minutes, something like that, 15 minutes, a little cat nap. I feel fine today. So on the bicycle, as I've been doing every single morning now. You know, my wife and I went for a walk the other day. We did about a mile and a half around one of the lakes. It was really windy. I wasn't very comfortable walking. The weather today or yesterday was really nice. I spent some time outside. Today has been kind of warm. The weather's been kind of really finicky lately. Tomorrow's supposed to drop back down in 50s. Today it was up as high as 77. Very humid. We're supposed to have some rain and stuff like that. It's been raining off and on all day. I'm really itching to get back out there and do some work around the yard, which I can't do. So my son came over to cut the grass the other day. I did a couple other little odds and ends I needed done. I got some crepe myrtles out there which need to be trimmed down. I got an awning which I'm trying to, I need to get up there before Mother's Day, because we're going to have a bunch of people over here for Mother's Day. You know, so you know, things are coming together. You know, I still feel very awkward not being able to contribute. You know, just doing little things like we went out and we bought a hose for the front spigot this morning, and trying to screw the thing, and I just couldn't do it. I just could not do it, and I had to let my wife do it. There was something else too I did, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it with my hand. We went out to breakfast this morning with one of my friends, and I had a scrambled egg, and because I figured it'd be easier to handle than say a fried egg or something like that. And you know, when I got near the end there, I wound up just pushing the egg around the plate, because I couldn't. You know, my left hand, I'm terrible with my left hand. You know, I'm lucky I'm not when I brush my teeth, I'm not brushing my nose. I mean, that's how bad it is. But you know, with my electric razor, obviously it's been working. I've been using a regular razor lately. I put away the electric razor. I just find that I get a better, closer shave with it, and I like it better. Still taking showers. My wife has helped me out with that. I find that there are things that I can do a little bit more on my own. You know, putting shirts on and off, I can do that. Put my socks on. I put my own pants on. I can't wear normal pants with a belt buckle and a zipper and stuff like that. I just can't wear that. So I'm wearing like these things here. These are I guess like a I don't know what you call those things, but it's like a workout pants or something like that. You know, it's a Nike pants, and it's got an elastic band around the side of it, so it's easy when you go to the bathroom and stuff like that. And so today I think I've changed my clothes 3 times. You know, when I came back from breakfast, I had the temperature was up around 78, and so I put my shorts on. I put this shirt on, and then around 2 o'clock the temperature dropped to around 72, and it was getting windy, and I was getting a little chilly. So I put this back on with the long pants. Actually, I had a long sleeve shirt on. And then the temperature started getting warmer again. We went out to Costco's, and the temperature was getting warmer again. It's back up to 77 now. So the temperature around here has been really crazy, but I've been able to handle this stuff myself. without having my wife come in there and you know, change, you know, help me get in and out of my clothes. Like, I'm able to do it myself, which is, you know, the independence is great. You know, even getting in the car and bringing the seatbelt over. You know, I can't reach over here again without having a strain on my shoulder. So I'm able to, I get in, as I get in, I pull the seatbelt over and plug it in, and then I'm grabbing a hold of the handle with this one here, and I'm pulling the door in. Where, you know, yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch for me to do all that kind of stuff. It's easier for my wife to come in, hand me the seatbelt, and plug it in, and close the door for me. I just move myself out of the way so that the door closes all right. It's funny, I asked the physical therapist, when am I going to get rid of this thing? You know, when am I going to get rid of my club here? And he said that it's up to the doctor. He says, but usually it's about 6 weeks. So, and of course, when am I going to drive? I can't wait to get back in my car. I'm going to give that independence back. And he says, once again, it's up to the doctor. But you're probably, you know, usually it's around 6 weeks, but you had a pretty extensive tear, so you may want to be a little bit longer. Maybe it'll be 8 weeks. I'm thinking, oh, come on, another 4 weeks. So, you know, but things are going along okay. You know, I can't really complain. I guess I can, but you know, it is what it is. I knew this was going to be a difficult thing, and it has been. But you know, funny thing about the human body or the human person, we have a tendency to adapt, and that's something I've been doing. I've been adapting on how to do things. You know, some things I just can't do, and I know I can't do it. You know, try to butter a piece of bread with my left hand. It's, you know, it's like I said, I can't brush my teeth without putting the toothbrush up my nose. So I got the same problems with buttering bread or you know, anything like that. You know, so I just got to be really vigilant and very careful about what I'm doing. I also find that I'm a little off balance with this thing. You know, I guess we use our arms for somewhat of a balance, and that isn't really the case with things being tied into my body all the time. So I got to be careful about that, about tripping. I certainly don't want to trip. You know, I mentioned in my first video that I am an alcoholic, and I go to Alcoholics Anonymous, and I was on the beach this morning, or last night for a meeting, and they originally were going to have it on the beach, and I was thinking, you know, I got to walk out on the sand, got a possibility of tripping. That's the last thing I want to do. But turns out they decided to have it in on the lawn in front of the Ocean Grove Auditorium, so that worked out okay. So anyhow, I want to cut this short. I don't want to go too long on this, but you know, things are coming along together. You know, first week was brutal. Second week was a little better. Third week and fourth week have been much better. It's been a big improvement these last couple weeks. So I'll try to post again week 5, I guess it is. Maybe I see the doctor on the 10th of May, so maybe I'll wait until after that to see what he has to say. So good luck to you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.